Hey gangsters, it's just Leslie Singh, aka Ghetto Mama. And tonight is supposed to be Thriller Thursday. I was supposed to tell a scary story, but I can't think of any ones to tell. I have a lot of stuff going on, bing, 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 bing in my head. But I'm going to try. I'm just going to be random tonight, but you know I always am. So tonight I have breakfast for supper, and I have fried eggs. I have a piece of, what the heck is this? Country fried steak patty. And then I have potato rounds with cheese. But my dinner got kind of cold because I was on a long distance call with somebody, so my food kind of looks shriveled up because it is cold. Yum, yum. And tonight I have two things to drink. I have milk. Cheers. And just because for dessert. Cheers. I'm not used to this tripod. Okay, you know it. You know what I like, right? Pepper, 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 pepper. Ooh, that's too much pepper on that part. I don't know if I'm going to do ketchup or not. So if I'm making anybody cringe talking about ketchup on eggs, I'm sorry. Baby's in the background fussing.
She's not fussing.
Oh, she's back there talking.
She's copying Aunt AJ.
She's copying her aunt. So, Thriller Thursday. I have something. You know, if you don't like stories about paranormal, then just cut it off now. And because I'm going to have a story about paranormal, something paranormal. And it's something scary, and it's going to be concerning a Ouija board. I need ketchup on my eggs. Gotta shake it up. Ketchup gets watery. I like to dip stuff, so anyway. So are you guys gone now that don't want to hear about a story about a Ouija board? Okay, for everybody that stayed, my big son, Cliff, the black hat gringo, he has a channel on YouTube. He studied to be a shaman. Well, this doesn't really have anything to do with the Ouija board. Well, maybe, I don't know. He has a Ouija board, and we used to play around with the Ouija board a little bit. I'd say maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. Haven't played with it since. Anyway, we were at my old house, and we were like playing. We'd have people come over at my old house, and people would drink, and we'd play with the Ouija board and do ghost hunting type of stuff in the house. So anyway, one evening, it was a Saturday, and we were having like our little paranormal ghost hunting party. And at the time, my daughter had a boyfriend named Matt. And he brought his son over. His son was named Cameron. And Cameron and my young son, Sparky or Bubby, however anybody knows him as, were hanging out and playing and stuff. While we were doing the Ouija board, and Matt was drinking Jaeger. And nobody was really drinking except for Matt. I'm just setting this up, okay? Anyway, we're all doing the Ouija board. Matt got weirded out and he went outside. And somebody, when we do the Ouija board, somebody sits down and writes down, you know, like as the thing goes around, you know, it goes around and goes on to a letter. Somebody sits down and writes down all the letters. So then we can decide what it's saying. So anyhow, that evening, we were doing that, and there was some girl on there, supposedly some girl, and this is like actually around Halloween this happened, when we were playing this. And this girl said that she didn't know, well, okay, she didn't know she was dead, okay? Her and her kids were going to a party. And I forget, I wish my son was in here so he could tell the story. Anyway, somehow they got into a crash. I don't know if it was I don't remember if it's horse and buggy or car or whatever. Maybe it was car, because like I think it was like in 1940s or something. Anyway, she got into a crash and she passed away, and she still thought she was going to the party. So on the Ouija board, she was like spelling out all the stuff, like, you know, talking about the party, and we're like, who is this and everything. AJ, do you remember her name?
No, go ask Cliff about it. No, I'll ask Cliff now.
AJ's going to ask Cliff, I think. But this was really weird because she didn't know she was... We kept telling her, you know, hey, go to... And she didn't go to the light. She just kept talking to us and stuff like that. It was just so bizarre.
Darla or Carla?
It was Darla or Carla. And, I forget. Shoot. I'm really messing this story up. Anyway, she didn't know she was dead, and we kept telling her and everything. And so we start having weird stuff going on in the house as we were doing this Ouija board stuff and talking to her. And we said, if you're here, because lights were flickering at the house. And supposedly, if there's paranormal activity, it can mess with electricity. So the lights were flickering a little bit. And we heard bumps and bangs and stuff like that. We thought the kids were banging around, and here they weren't. They were sitting there in the living room listening to this, so they were being really quiet. They're like, oh, you know, like, what's going on? And it wasn't the neighbors, because we lived in an apartment. It wasn't the neighbors making noise. So then we kept saying, are you here? Are you here with us? And then some other little noise or something would happen. And then the freaky thing is, she said she was going to call us. And I crap you not, my daughter's cell phone rang. Didn't it, AJ?
Yeah, and she said she's from New York.
Yeah, she said she's from New York.
We got a New York call that called my phone, and then hung up and called Cliff's phone.
Yeah, New York called my daughter's phone, hung up, and then called my big son's phone. And she said that she was from New York. This was the freakiest crap ever, and I swear to God, this happened. So we got kind of like freaked out and stopped for a few minutes, and Cliff's like, my big son's named Cliff, he's like, I need a drink now. So he had a couple shots of, I forget what he used, Southern Comfort, an orange soda. So by now, my daughter's boyfriend, Matt, he's wasted on Jägermeister because he's an idiot. He's not her boyfriend anymore anyway. But he got wasted on Jaeger. So it was time for him to go home. So he went home. And since my younger son and Cameron were having such a good time, they were hanging out and having a good time and stuff like that. Cam wanted to stay the night. So his dad said okay and left him there. Anyway, then we decided no Ouija board because I didn't want to touch it and there was nobody to write down the alphabet. So we my big son put the Ouija board away. And then he says, oh, let's see if we can take pictures of the ghost. So we're sitting there. I had a round table and we had a candle in the middle of the table, and it was a candle much like this one, and it was making a really good glow. And because it was an apartment complex and I had big glass sliding doors to my balcony, so there was like a lot of light filtering in, but it was a dim light. Anyway, he started taking pictures with his camera, and he's catching orbs on the pictures. These like little dots and stuff. And he had a video camera too, and he was catching like little orbs. They were floating and going, you know, floating across the thing, and we're like, wow, you know, checking this out. So then the kids were like, can we play with the camera? So they start playing with the camera, let them play with the camera, because by now we're all freaking out. Okay, so they start playing with the camera, and they were taking pictures. There was more orbs and shadow people in these pictures. It was weird shapes of people in these pictures, shadows. And I'm not kidding, okay? I am totally not kidding you. So then they were getting scared, and they sat down at the table, and they were sitting there messing around with the camera. And we heard a bang in the hallway. So my big son says, take a picture towards the hallway and see if you can get a ghost on there. So they took a picture of the hallway, and there was kind of like a shadow person, but not really. I don't know. It might have been just the lighting. We tried to debug it, but we couldn't figure it out. So anyhow, they kept taking more pictures, and we kept saying, well, we're not really seeing anything. Don't be scared, you know. So the kids were still messing around with the damn camera. And then they took a picture. I mean, kid you not, you know what chicken feet look like? You know, the chicken fingers? You know, I'm not talking about chicken fingers that you eat, you know, like Cane's chicken fingers. I'm talking about chicken fingers with the claws, you know. Anyway, I took a picture, and I swear to God, there's these talons, these claws that look like this on the photograph. I am not kidding you. And I don't know if my son still has that picture or not. I think he posted a YouTube video with that picture. I'm not sure. I have to ask him about that. And to this day, we don't know what that was. Not at all. And we have like an Ovilus thing on our cell phones where you can download, and supposedly it makes a word. It'll say a word, and it also has like this little thing that goes around. It's like a circle. It looks like a bullseye. This thing goes around a circle like that, and it'll have like little dots when it picks up paranormal activity. Well, that thing kept picking up paranormal activity too, so that was kind of weird. But yeah, we could never figure out what that claw hand was, and we were debunking it and taking pictures of our hands and stuff like that. Don't know. It looked like a gargoyle's hand or a chicken foot hand or something very